We all know how old we are, right? It's a simple fact of life. But what if you couldn't prove it? What if you had no records? Well, in the eyes of the law, that simple number is, well, it's everything. And the science used to figure it out is way more fascinating than you might think. Let's get into it.
So, let me ask you straight up, how old are you? You have an answer right on the tip of your tongue, don't you?
But imagine a court of law asking you that same question. Suddenly, that answer isn't just a number. It's a legal status that can change your rights, your responsibilities, even your freedom.
You see, in the legal world, your age pretty much dictates your life story. We're going to look at some specifics from Indian law, where every single birthday isn't just about cake and candles. It's about unlocking a whole new chapter with a totally new set of rules. Just look at this timeline. It's kind of wild how much a single year can matter. If you're below 7, you have 0 criminal responsibility. But the moment you're between 7 and 12, you can be held responsible, but only if they can prove you're mature enough to know what you were doing. Then at 15, you can legally work in a factory. And of course, you hit the big ones, 18 for girls to marry, 21 for boys. Every single age is a gateway to a completely different legal reality.
So, the big one, the number that really stands out, is 18. That is the most critical threshold. It's the official line in the sand between being a minor and becoming a major adult. It's when you get full adult rights. It's the age of consent for girls. I mean, it literally changes everything.
Okay, but what happens when there's no birth certificate, no driver's license, no official paper trail at all? This is where the real mystery begins, and it's where forensic medicine has to step in and play detective. And the number one tool for this investigation? It's this document right here, the official medical legal report for age estimation. This isn't just some boring paperwork. You can think of it as the official roadmap that guides the entire scientific journey to find out how old someone really is.
Now, I want to be clear, this process is not guesswork, not at all. It's a methodical, scientific, 3-part investigation that uses the human body itself as a kind of biological clock.
So how do they do it? The whole process breaks down into 3 key steps. First up, a general physical exam. Then they take a close look at the teeth. And finally, they use X-rays to see what's happening inside with the skeleton. Let's break down each one. So that first step is the physical exam. Doctors are looking for what we call secondary sexual characteristics, basically the obvious signs of puberty. For boys, they're checking for things like a mustache or beard growth, a prominent Adam's apple. For girls, it's markers like breast development or the onset of menarche. These are the body's most visible clues about age. Next, the investigation moves to the mouth. You might not realize it, but our teeth come in on a surprisingly predictable schedule. So doctors will look to see if a person has their temporary baby teeth or their permanent adult set. The type of teeth and which ones have come in, especially those molars, can help them narrow down the age range. A lot. Seriously, every single tooth tells a part of the story. And the final, most scientific piece of this puzzle is called bone ossification. Here's what that means. When we're babies, a lot of our skeleton is soft cartilage. As we grow up, that cartilage gradually hardens and turns into solid bone. And the cool part is, this happens in a very predictable timeline in different parts of our body. So by taking X-rays of places like the wrist or the elbow, doctors can literally see how far along your skeleton is in its journey to adulthood. Okay, so let's recap. You've got clues from the physical exam, evidence from the teeth, and data from the X-rays. But here's the thing. None of these clues on its own can give a perfect answer. The real magic happens in the final step, when they combine all of this information into a single expert opinion. And that brings us right back to this medical legal report. You can see here in the final section, this is where the doctors bring it all home. They consolidate everything, the physical signs, the dental stage, the bone development, to form their final professional opinion. But hang on, look very closely at the language here. It's so important. It doesn't say the age of this person is 17 years. It says their age is between or about a certain number of years. And that wording is crucial because it admits that this is a scientific estimation. It's an educated range, not a precise exact date. And that leaves us with this huge, fascinating question, right? Science gives us a probability, a range that could be a couple of years wide. But the law needs a hard line. It needs to know, are you 17 or are you 18? So when a person's entire life and future can hang on that one single number, How does a legal system deal with that gap between scientific reality and the absolute certainty the law demands?